If you happen to be looking for a new business credit card, you've come to the right video, but I've got some good news and some bad news. The good is that you've got a ton of different options to choose from, and the bad is that you have a ton of different options to choose from. At least here in the US market, we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of different business credit cards to choose from, so finding the one that will work best for you and what you value and how you run your business is of course quite a challenge. But in this video, I have narrowed it down to a number of cards. I call them my top picks of great cards for rewards and other benefits as well at a great affordable cost. So let's begin our rundown of these top cards that we'll be able to easily find one that will work for you. Beginning with my personal favorite. It's called the American Express Blue Business Plus card. Now this card rarely has a welcome offer in your first year, but right now as I film this video, it does. New card members can earn 15,000 membership rewards points after spending $3,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. There's also a 0% APR opportunity for the first 12 months from when you open your account, and then a variable APR will go into effect after that. This card has a $0 annual fee and the reward structure is extremely straightforward. You'll earn double points on all of your everyday eligible business purchases on up to $50,000 spent per calendar year. If you spend beyond that, then you'll just earn 1 point per dollar for the remainder of that year until it resets the following year. It's also got a really helpful feature that allows you to buy or spend above your credit limit. Now, your limit itself is not unlimited, but it can adjust with your use of the card, your payment history over time, your credit record, and of course the financial resources that are known to American Express. There are also a number of other features. While not super exciting, they can still be very useful, like adding an employee card for no additional annual fee, the ability to connect to QuickBooks, view online statements, set account managers, customize different alerts for your account, view your year-end summary, paying bills and vendors via bill.com, and of course the American Express mobile app. Amex also has you covered with some great protections too, including the Global Assist hotline, car rental loss and damage insurance, which is secondary by default by the way, extended warranty, purchase protection, dispute resolution, and of course Amex offers to earn additional statement credits and rewards on top of your regular reward structure. And perhaps the greatest selling point for me with this card was its simplicity, just getting double points on everything without having to activate or enroll or remember different categories, plus a $0 annual fee is just a great long-term keeper card for your business. By the way, when it comes to American Express points, those are going to be best used for travel. And yes, you also have access to Amex's transfer partners should you want to redeem them in that way. However, if you're more into cash back, you probably don't want to focus on Amex points, rather pure cash back. So this next card, while it looks very similar, almost identical, and has a very similar name too, this one is the more cashback focused card. It's called the American Express Blue Business Cash card. Again, this one does not usually have a welcome offer either, but as I film this, it currently does. You can earn a $500 statement credit after spending $8,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. It also has that same 0% APR opportunity on a limited time for the first 12 months. Again, $0 annual fee here, and the reward structure looks very similar to the Plus version that we saw earlier. 2% cashback this time, however, on all of your everyday eligible business purchases, same $50,000 cap. Beyond that, it's 1%. You still have that same expanded buying power option to spend beyond your limit when eligible, and of course the same type of main benefits here. Again, pause this screen if you want to look them over one more time, and similar here with the insurance and protection coverages. I'll also mention that the cash version here has a little feature that some people may love, others may not like so much. All of the cashback that you earned is automatically redeemed every billing cycle and basically goes against your statement balance. So if you have $200 of rewards, that will be $200 off of your bill, which is nice for convenience. You never have to think about it. But for those of you who want to save your cash back long term and do one redemption at the end of the year, for example, you actually can't do that with this card. Now, if you happen to be a business owner who feels like you're spending more time with payments than running your business, I'd like to show you a quick way to simplify things, save time, and get paid even faster with today's sponsor, MELIO. MELIO is your one-stop shop for incredibly easy business payments because it cuts through the hassle of traditional methods. Getting things set up and using the platform is free, and so are ACH transfers whenever you pay or get paid. Plus, the vendors you work with don't even need to be MELIO users in order to receive your payments. And here's the real kicker. Even if your vendors only accept checks, you can still pay with a credit card for a small 2.9% fee. This unlocks a world of benefits like maximizing cash flow, grabbing those early payment discounts, and keeping any late fees at bay. And of course, you can still earn all those credit card rewards while your vendors get the check they want. By the way, if you ever find yourself needing to make an urgent payment, MELIO offers multiple same-day payment options. As for security, they've got that locked down tight to keep your information safe. Additionally, if you run your business while on the go, the MELIO mobile app lets you approve payments, receive notifications, and even send payments instantly, all from your phone. And in case you work with vendors outside of the US, you can submit international payments with bank transfers or MasterCard. So if you own a business, try MELIO and make your payment process easier. Click the link in the description and make your first payment today. Now back to the rest of the video. Moving on to our third card, it's the American Express Business Gold Card. This one also has a welcome offer to earn 70,000 membership rewards points after spending $10,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. Keep in mind though that higher offers may exist, everywhere from the standard 70,000 all the way up to around 150 or so, and anywhere in between as well. So Amex likes to target people via mail, on their online accounts, email, and other ways too. So just be on the lookout in case other higher offers are available. Now this reward structure has the potential to be very lucrative for the right type of people and spenders. It's a 4-3-1 setup here where it's 4 points per dollar on your top 2 eligible categories. Here's a little bit more about how that looks and functions. There are currently 6 different eligible categories right now, including US media providers for advertising, like on online, TV, and radio. Also US purchases for electronic goods retailers and software and cloud system providers. Purchases at restaurants, including takeout and delivery, gas stations, transit, including trains, taxi cabs, ride shares, and more, and your monthly wireless telephone charges made directly from those providers. There's no need to select anything, there's no enrollment or activation, just use your card, spend like normal, and whichever of those 2 happen to have the most amount of spend every billing cycle, Amex automatically issues the 4 points per dollar, so there's no thought that goes into this on your part whatsoever. Just be aware of the cap of $150,000 in combined purchases across those 2 categories every calendar year. If you spend more than that, then it's just 1x in earnings until it refreshes the next year. Personally, I love it when a card gives you at least some level of choice to reflect the greatest amount of point earnings based on where you personally spend. Now, the next category is to earn triple points on all flights and prepaid hotels when you book those through AmexTravel.com and charge them to your card. Outside of that, it's 1 point per dollar on all of your other eligible purchases. This card does have a very hefty annual fee of $375. But again, for the right people, there are a couple of great credits here that can offset that entirely. The first is a $240 flexible business credit, which reimburses you up to $20 per month for your purchases at FedEx, Grubhub, and office supply stores. Additionally, there's a $155 Walmart Plus credit to reimburse you $12.95 plus tax for your monthly Walmart Plus subscription. Many people refer to this card as a charge card, meaning everything that you charge on it within a given billing cycle must be paid in full, otherwise you get fees and penalties to pay. And while that is true, at its core, it is what Amex calls a no preset limit card. You can actually turn on a feature called pay over time, and that will allow it to function more like a credit card where you can carry a balance with interest. Of course, that's not something I recommend doing unless you absolutely need to do it for cash flow purposes for a short period of time. Just know that the feature is available to you. Many of these benefits are pretty much the same that we saw earlier on the Blue Business Plus and Cash cards respectively. Pause this screen if you want to read them over again here and see any small differences. But moving forward here, there are some additional features that are very helpful. The first of which is no foreign transaction fees, which is great. Also, the hotel collection, which can give you a $100 experience credit on qualifying purchases like dining, spa, and resort activities, when you book eligible hotels through the Amex Hotel Collection. That is a separate special portal that Amex has, and you just have to book at least 2 consecutive nights to get that $100 credit, as well as be eligible for a room upgrade when you check in if it's available. From there, we again have the Global Assist hotline and some additional insurance coverages here, like the baggage insurance plan, rental car loss and damage insurance, trip delay insurance, extended warranty, and purchase protection. Another great thing to keep in mind here is that if you have the Business Gold Card as well as the Blue Business Plus or any other business card earning membership rewards points, including personal cards that earn Amex membership rewards points, they are all poolable inside of your Amex account. So whatever points you earn from all your business cards, all your personal cards, whatever you've got, will show in one total balance on your account. That way, it's a great way to have multiple cards covering different types of purchases to earn points and rewards a lot faster. Let's move on over to Chase. First up is the Inc. Business Cash credit card. At the moment, Chase is running a new type of offer that we haven't seen before, and it's tiered into a couple different layers here. You can earn up to $750 of bonus cash back, and this card actually earns all of its cash in the form of Ultimate Rewards points, by the way. So that $750 bonus is actually issued as 75,000 points. Part 1 is to earn $350 or 35,000 points when you spend $3,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. Then you can earn an additional $400 of cash back or 40,000 points when you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 6 months after account opening. Secondarily, there's now a 10% business relationship bonus, where if you have the Inc. Business Cash card plus a Chase business checking account on your first card anniversary, you'll earn a one-time 10% bonus of all eligible cashback earned in your first year. So as an example, if you earn $2,500 of cash back in year 1 from your spend, then Chase will give you a $250 bonus, which is 10%. Just make sure that if you want to get in on this offer, to apply between March and November 2024. And actually, as a part 3 to this, there's a 0% APR for the first 12 months, then a variable APR after that. This is another one of those $0 annual fee cards, which is great, and the reward structure makes it even better. First is to earn 5% cash back, which is really 5 points per dollar, on the first $25,000 that you spend in combined purchases at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services every account anniversary year. Then 2% back on the first $25K in combined purchases at gas stations and restaurants, also per account anniversary year. Jumping down a bit further, there's also a limited time opportunity to earn 5% cash back on your Lyft rides through March 2025. One nice feature of this card is that Chase will automatically consider you for a credit line increase every 6 months. The main benefits here are not terribly exciting. They're pretty much found on most business credit cards, better helping you manage cash flow and other tools for reporting, setting alerts, and things like that. However, there are some nice travel and purchase coverages like auto rental collision damage waiver, travel and emergency assistance services, roadside dispatch, and protection for both your purchases and extended warranty. Now let's check out another option here from Chase. This one is called the Inc. Business Unlimited credit card. The offer for the new card member bonus is much more straightforward here. It's just a straight $750 cash back, also again issued as 75,000 points after spending $6,000 in the first 3 months. It's got that same 0% APR for 12 months that we saw on the cash version as well. And the reward structure is also a lot simpler. We start here at the bottom actually with the same 5% cash back on Lyft rides through March 2025, but then everything else that you spend here on the card is just unlimited 1.5% cash back. We again see the identical benefits here as we saw in the cash version. So again, pause this if you want to look them over a second time. And same thing here with the travel and purchase coverages and protections. So between the cash versus the unlimited, they're pretty much identical products except for the reward structure. For that reason, if you're trying to decide between the two, if you spend a lot in the 5% categories on the cash, consider going for that card for sure, as 5% is a great return. If those categories don't represent where you spend the bulk of your business spend, then consider the unlimited card instead to earn 1.5% as a flat rate on everything. Or if both reward structures happen to suit your spend, then consider getting both of the cards. Again, they both earn the same type of cashback in the form of ultimate rewards points, so you can pool all the rewards together. There's actually one more Chase Ink card worth mentioning here. It's called a Business Preferred Credit Card, and this is the more premium version of the previous two that we just covered. The current standard offer on this card is to earn 100,000 bonus points after spending $8,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. Currently, there is no 0% APR promo offer right now. It's just the standard APR, which is variable, and an annual fee of $95. And for some people, paying that fee can be very well worth it for a few reasons. The first one here is due to the reward structure. You can earn 3 points per dollar spent on the first $150,000 in combined purchases in the following categories every account anniversary year. So it's triple points on shipping, advertising purchases made with social media sites and search engines, internet, cable, and phone services, and on travel. For your other purchases, you'll earn 1 point per dollar. And once more again here, there's the limited time promo with Lyft through March 2025 to earn 5 points per dollar or 5% cashback. So not only are there valuable 3 point per dollar categories with a much higher spend cap, but there's also this great feature that makes your points worth 25% more compared to cashback if you redeem for travel. So for instance, if you have 100,000 points, rather than being worth $1,000 of cash, you could actually redeem it for 1,250 towards travel through the Chase Travel portal. You could even consider getting all 3 of the Chase Ink cards here and then pooling your points together in your dashboard. Here's a screenshot from my account, which shows you the ability to go from one card to another, including with your personal cards. So if you have any of the Chase Freedom cards or Chase Sapphire cards, you can switch between all of those and even across personal and business lines too with your rewards. The Ink Preferred also gives you no foreign transaction fees, which is super valuable as a Visa credit card. This can make nice savings if you happen to transact a lot outside of the US. And again, we have very similar, not protections, but main benefits here to manage cash flow, business expenses, your reporting and stuff like that with the other 2 cards. Then for those protections, again, they're mostly identical to what we saw earlier with a couple changes. We have the addition of cell phone protection, which you don't get with the unlimited or the cash versions, as well as the addition of trip cancellation and trip interruption insurance. So if you like those triple point categories, plus the higher spend cap, plus the better insurance coverages, and also the 25% boost on your points, and also access to transfer partners, which this card unlocks for the other ones. You can't transfer to airlines and hotels with the cash and the unlimited, but with the preferred, you definitely can do so. Pool your points and then transfer them out to an international airline, for example, for a big trip. So that $95 fee for all those additional perks can make a lot of sense, especially if you spend enough on the card annually. Now let's have a look into the Capital One Venture X business, which for many people could be the best premium business travel credit card on the market right now. New card members who sign up and get approved can earn 150,000 bonus miles after spending $30K in the first 3 months. That's equal to at least $1,500 in travel. Now the reward structure is also great if you're a heavy traveler. It's 10 miles per dollar spent on hotels and rental cars when booked through the Capital One portal, and also 5x on flights through the same portal. Outside of the portal, for all of your other purchases, it's a flat 2 miles per dollar on everything. It also provides you with an annual travel credit of $300, which is going to be redeemable through the Capital One portal when you book those flights, hotels, etc. And you will also get 10,000 bonus miles every year you keep the card open and pay the annual fee. That's worth at least $100 toward travel. So collectively right there, that's $400 in value. And quite frankly, that's awesome because the annual fee, which you now see is $395, is fully offset with just those 2 benefits alone. Then all the rewards you earn on top of that is just pure profit towards your next redemption. It is a pay in full card, which people casually call a charge card. So your balance must always be paid off in full every single month. There's also flexible spend capacity, so while the card has no preset spending limit like a normal credit card, it can increase or decrease based on things like, again, how much you normally spend, your payment history, credit history, etc. The Venture X business also gives you access to a bunch of different airport lounges, including the Capital One Lounge Network, Plaza Premium Lounges, and Priority Pass. Some additional featured benefits that they mentioned here are again pretty generic that most business cards come with, including setting account managers, getting your year-end summaries, reports, etc. One nice standout feature here though is virtual card numbers. That way it's easier to pay online without exposing your actual card number on the back of your card. You can also add free employee cards and set different custom spending limits for each one of those. Then if you decide to sign up for Global Entry or TSA PreCheck, the card will give you a credit to reimburse you for the application fee. There are no foreign transaction fees. Also a few other cool benefits you can see here on the screen, like redeeming miles for travel, transferring to partners, and more. I'll specifically point out though the Premier Collection, which is a newer feature that is a separate portal through the Capital One Travel portal that gives you elevated perks at select upscale and luxury hotels around the world, like earning 10 miles per dollar on your bookings, a $100 experience credit, daily breakfast for 2 people, room upgrades, early check-in, and late checkout. And finally, we have the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. A mouthful to be sure, but the key word here is customized, as you'll see with the reward structure. Up first though, the welcome offer, which is currently to earn $300 as a statement credit when you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. There's also a second part of the welcome offer, which is a 0% intro APR for the first 9 billing cycles, then a variable APR after. Then as you earn cash back in different categories, it can really be flexible or customizable based on how you spend within these select eligible categories. The card awards you 3% cash back in the category of your choice, which includes any of the following eligible categories: gas stations and EV charging, office supply stores, travel, TV or telecom and wireless, computer services, or business consulting services. Then you earn 2% cash back on dining and 1% back on all of your other purchases. Just be aware of the cap for the 3% and 2% categories. Collectively, you earn at those rates on the first $50,000 in combined spend, and if you go beyond that, it's 1%. The cool thing here is that you can change your category of choice every single calendar month, or if you don't change it at all, it will stay the same month over month. There's also an opportunity for select individuals to earn even more cash back. That is 25%, 50%, or up to 75% more cash back on the multipliers of the card if you enroll in the Preferred Rewards for Business program. And it's all based on actually having like a checking account, for example, or other assets. And based on those asset balances will qualify you for higher and higher earning rates. You can learn more about it online. Again, just search for the Preferred Rewards for Business program and you'll see all the details there. This card also has no annual fee, and in terms of the benefits, it's also on the lighter side again here with standard cash flow management tools, online mobile access, things you would expect from any other main bank or card product from those banks. There's also travel and emergency services, by the way, including up to $100,000 in travel accident insurance, which is great to know. Several of the additional services also include auto rental insurance, emergency ticket replacement, lost luggage assistance, and legal and medical referrals when you're away from home. And that's a wrap for my top picks of the best business credit cards available right now. Here's an overall summary view of them all to kind of jog your memory of the ones that we talked about. So from here you can go search for the ones that would be a good fit for you based on what you learned today. I'll also have links down below in the description that we can find them all super easily in one convenient place, and then learn more about the offers and apply if you wish to. In terms of the credit scores you need to get approved for these cards, the banks unfortunately don't publish that requirement anywhere on their sites. But all I can say is you want to have the best score you possibly can before going into your application. So watch this next video for the step-by-step process to improve your score and understand which factors may be holding your score down. I'll see you over there.